Hey, how you doing? It's me, the guy that rants again. And the subject of today's rant is yet again our main man, YouTube. Now, you might be wondering, Josh, what did YouTube do this time? Well, I'm so glad you asked. YouTube has this thing called the YouTube algorithm. Now, YouTube's algorithm is basically an algorithm, I know, shocking, that will show you certain videos. It's what shows you recommended, what's on your homepage, what's on trending all the time. Now, YouTube's algorithm, it takes in what you watch and then tries to give you recommendations of what you'd like to watch, maybe. So if you watch live streamers, you'll get more live streamers. If you watch weird edits of like Iron Mouse and Sea Dog VA, you'll get more of that. But here's the thing, it kind of doesn't work well. An example of this is that, let's say you watch one little guy play Jump King, right? Well, now you'll probably get people like Ludwig and a bunch of big streamers that are doing a lot of challenges with Jump King. And there's nothing wrong with that. Maybe you love Ludwig. I know I do. But that's not the point. There's a lot of small YouTubers out there. Hey, I'm one of them. Hey, I'm talking about me. That kind of struggle to find an audience. And the biggest thing is that YouTube mainly promotes the guys higher up. So the people that have already made it keep getting those views, those sweet, sweet, delectable views. And us smaller guys over here are just, you know, picking through the scraps, hoping that maybe at least we get one viewer. Genuinely, it could be that bad sometimes. It's like that shitty boomer meme you've seen all around, where it's like that fat guy drinking all the water, and then that little skinny guy going like, "Oh, please, let me get something." Yeah, it's like that. And there's a lot of small YouTubers out there that have a lot of great content, but just because of the algorithm, the stuff doesn't get out there. And now for some people out there that try to have YouTube as like their career, it's kind of tough because a lot of the times YouTube will pay you for views. In order to make a living off of YouTube, you need a lot of views and you need subscribers. And it's hard to get out there if the algorithm isn't with you. Now, a lot of you might say like, oh Josh, it's so easy, just follow like the Mr. Beast video, all this stuff. And while I could just copy Mr. Beast, I'd like to do my own things personally. I like to do variety stuff, and whatever that is, I hope it reaches people. Now, it kind of sucks because if you're a small YouTuber, you don't pay people to edit your videos, you do that stuff yourself. And sometimes it could take several hours, if not days, to edit something. And you may put a lot of polish on it and be so proud of it and think people will love this. But if it's against YouTube's algorithm, you're kind of screwed. And I'm not just saying this from my experience too. I recently at my job had a whole conversation with one of my coworkers about how YouTube kind of switched around like 2017. Hi, Future Josh here. So they actually switched their algorithm in 2012, but people started to really take notice of it in 2017 when they kind of implemented their algorithm. We were talking about how, like, you know, we used to watch Smosh and Game Grumps, and eventually around that time in 2017, you would start getting recommended stuff that you would never watch, and it's still like that to this day. So instead of being recommended maybe some small YouTubers that are into some of the stuff that you're into, or still watching the big streamers that you're still into, it just gives you some random videos from the most popular YouTubers and not really anything from some of the new guys. You could try it for yourself right now and see what I'm talking about. If you opened YouTube in an incognito tab and you started watching the videos that you might like, you'll start seeing the recommended just be a lot of Mr. Beast and random weird TikTok videos of like, oh, I cut a bar of soap with a heated knife and all that weird stuff. And again, there's nothing wrong with Mr. Beast content or watching someone cut soap with a hot knife. It's satisfying. It is. Yeah, I gotta hand it to you. And again, this isn't me kind of shitting on like the big guys and saying, oh, they get all the good stuff. Not really. It's just saying, I wish it was easier for smaller YouTubers such as I to get out there more. I feel like personally, YouTube's starting to die as a platform. And I'm not the only one who thinks this. Twitch is also guilty of doing the same stuff, but it's a little different. Twitch, you know what you're in for. It's a live stream. Usually it's just a category and you watch it. And sometimes they do recommend small content creators. It's nice. YouTube, on the other hand, it's just the big guys, and then people start getting bored. People stop watching the same stuff over and over again, and because they're not getting newer stuff, possibly from smaller streamers, they get less interested. And on top of this, them doubling down with their ads, it's so not worth it. And, you know, I made a video about that. If you want to watch, you can watch it in the description. I'm sure it'll be linked. I complain a lot in that one. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say here. I'm not trying to diss anyone. I'm just saying I wish YouTube's algorithm was a little bit nicer to the little small guys like me. That's basically it. Anyway, and that's it for today's rant. Thank you for watching. I'm sorry for ranting so much, but I hope you understand where I'm coming from. And I will see you guys very soon in the next video. Bye-bye. And it just kind of sucks, because, you know, if you're a small streamer, you don't still the big ones that you are interested